Okay, folks, it is 6:30, so I will call the Fauquier County School Board meeting to order, and glad you could join us, Ms. Reardon. If everyone please would stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Ms. Darner, if you would please take the roll and record. And at this time, is there a motion?
Madam Chair, I move that we adopt the agenda as written.
A second?
Motion and a second that the agenda be adopted as written. Any discussion? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. And motion carries, and we will move to the special presentations for the evening. We have many recognitions this evening, so please come forward when you hear your name, and we're going to be lined up down here, and we would just like to shake your hand and congratulate you. If you're here to be recognized for your nomination for one of the Classified Employee Awards, please exit at that door, I believe. That door. Depends on which left you're talking about. Okay, exit to that door, and somebody from HR will be back there to give you your certificate. If you are a student or a teacher, please come forward when you hear your name and then return to your seat following your recognition. We'll take a few moments following recognitions for those of you who would like to leave the auditorium before the regular meeting takes place. I know it's riveting, but we do understand. We understand that people have many things to do this evening, so give us a moment to move down front, and then we will start calling names.
Good evening. Tonight we are proud to introduce the nominees for the second annual Classified Awards. As many of you know, the Classified Awards, better known as the TREE Awards, are the result of Aspirations 2015. This program was established to ensure that classified employees were recognized for their outstanding work, accomplishments, interactions with others, along with their ability to improve work process. We will begin tonight with the Aspen TREE Awards. If I could have all the nominees within this category come to the side of the auditorium. The Aspen Tree is recognizing bus drivers. The Aspen Tree symbolizes creativity and support. As I call your name, please come down front. Pearl Anns, Stephanie Butler, Susan Cole, Linda Diggs, Robert Gardner, Ruth Harris, Diane Orndorff, John Selby, Teresa Taggart-Nichols, and Patricia Wright. Next, we have the Maple Tree Awards. If I could have all nominees come to this side of the auditorium. The Maple Tree Award is represented by custodians, area building managers, and the courier. A maple tree symbolizes the ability to keep balance in our lives. Along with these nominees play an integral role within their school and are an asset to their peers and those they serve. Frances Bell, Paula Boxley, Patricia Carter, Wallace Davis, Luis LaBelle, Edwin Lee, Walker Myers, and Sherry Zimbro. Next, we will be recognizing the Oak Tree Award. If all nominees could come to this side of the auditorium. The Oak Tree is represented by instructional assistants, library aides, and bus aides. The Oak Tree symbolizes strength and resilience. Roberta Alexander, Mary Baker, Valerie Bean, Doreen Carbon, Irma Carino, Tammy Carol Dove, Laura Chapman, Nancy Comer, Kendall Delaverne, Natalie Deskins, Carolyn Dunbar, Catherine Embry, Marianne Friesen, Candace Grigsby, Michelle Heiser, Elma Johnson, Anita Johnson, Linda Yost, Dorothy McCoy, Barbara Rao, Nancy Ryder, Julie Robson, Sally Sherrow Leston, Sarah Small, Jeanette Smith, Kathleen Sunday, Meredith Thompson, and Linda Thompson. Next, we have the Pine Tree Award. If we could have all nominees within this category come to the side of the auditorium. The pine tree is represented by school nutrition staff. The pine tree symbolizes both health and abundance. Angelette Carter, Kathy Denup, Anne Marie Gray, Cheryl Henning, Angela Lake, Joyce Muma, Gina Petro, Frida Tarzia, Our final category is the Willow Tree Award. If we could have all nominees within this category move to the side of the auditorium. The Willow Tree Award is represented by the clerical, school health nurses, and support staff for our school division. The willow tree symbolizes healing. The first reckonee is Ann Alexander, Mary Brooks, Loretta Brown, Sharon Creasy, Diane Early, Carol Ellinger, Karen Embry, Barbara Frazier, Darlene Grant, Carol Hollinger, Amanda Johnson, Bonnie King, Kermit King, Brenda Marsh, Bonnie Malk, Deborah Miller, Barbara Richmond, Rebecca Moore, Vicki Sent, Barbara Snyder, Linda Stribling, Diane Wells, Stephanie West, and Constance Wilfong. Sorry. Well, thank you. This concludes the presentation of 2012-2013 School Classified Awards.
Our classified workers do so much for this school division. I just cannot tell you what the work that they do. When you see that line come across, it makes such a difference. So let's give them another round of applause. Not only are we honoring our classified employees tonight, but we are honoring several teachers and some of our students as well tonight, and it brings us great joy to do this. The first group, a very, very special group of teachers. Every year, the Washington Post asks school divisions in our region to recognize its outstanding teachers. This year, 14 teachers from across Fauquier County were nominated from their respective schools. Tonight, we'd like to honor each of them. They will receive an engraved apple and our deep, deep gratitude for the work that they do within the walls of our classrooms every day. This is a very special group of people. We will begin, and I'm going to read a little bit about each. Mr. Sam Bombard, are you here? I don't know if there he is. There he is. Come on forward, Sam, please. Sam is a third-grade teacher at Pierce Elementary School. He has been with Fauquier County Public Schools for 7 years. Mr. Bombard's principal and said that the children shriek with joy when they learn they are in his class. Because Mr. Bombard truly shows each student that he cares about them, they excel in their academic, social, and emotional growth. He makes every child in his class feel that they are most special to him, which allows each child to excel in learning. Mr. Bombard is a well-respected member of the Pierce community. He is collegial in nature and willingly shares ideas, but at the same time is open to hear new ideas. While he has a quiet demeanor, it is through this quiet reserve that when Mr. Bombard speaks, everyone listens. Congratulations, Sam. Beth Connolly, is Beth here? Yes, come on down. Beth is a speech pathologist at Brumfield Elementary School and has been with Fauquier County Public Schools 12 years. Her acceptance of students and her strong knowledge of child development help her students achieve. She offers her students a highly supportive environment where they are comfortable to grow to their full potential. From crafting a social story to creating an individualized behavioral support plan, from reviewing vocabulary for a unit test to having a lunch buddy group to work with on pragmatic language, she is always there. As a mentor for new teachers, she is patient and extremely knowledgeable. Due to her deep knowledge and strong relationships with her students, the growth they achieve is absolutely remarkable. She is a strong advocate for children, which is demonstrated daily in her passion to serve. Congratulations, Beth. Amy Costanzo, are you here tonight? Yes. Amy is a fourth-grade teacher at Grace Miller Elementary School and has been with Fauquier County Public Schools for 19 years. One of her special skills is forming positive relationships with her students. She listens to them, is interested in their lives, and exhibits great concern about everything that impacts them. An excellent communicator, she puts so much of herself into her lessons that students respond to that personal touch and are much more engaged in the lesson. Always positive, she looks for the good in every single child. Former students return to Grace Miller to visit her or to volunteer in her classroom. Her dedication, her positive outlook, and her sense of humor help Ms. Costanzo to work easily with colleagues. Her knowledge of her curriculum and her teaching strategies are always of the highest caliber. Ms. Costanzo is an exemplary and outstanding teacher. Congratulations. Kathy Crane from Coleman Elementary. Kathy, a reading teacher for grades 1 through 3 at Coleman, has been with Fauquier County Public Schools for 17 years. Working with children challenged by reading, she is a master at engaging her students who simply come to life in her classroom. When a child is frustrated, Ms. Crane shares a moment in her life where she has felt the same, giving the child the boost needed to continue. Her presentation and approach are very natural and unintimidating to the challenged reader. Her classroom is comfortable and safe, and her ability to bring out the best in students shows through every single day. When students in her classroom put the pieces together in order to read and be successful writers, it is an emotional moment with her. She is well-liked and respected by her peers, and her ability to converse with parents can serve as a model for all teachers. Even when there are hard issues to discuss, parents know she has the best students' interest at heart. Mrs. Crane is a born teacher, born presenter, and a great leader. Congratulations, Kathy. Selena Dickey. Is she here tonight? Yes. Selena is from Taylor Middle School, an 8th grade English and 6th grade honors English teacher at Taylor, has been with Fauquier County Public Schools for 11 years. Her love of learning is truly infectious, and her students are motivated to learn as they watch her lead by example. She is engaging, puts her heart and soul into every activity, and teaches with foresight, creativity, high expectations, and prodding support for both the motivated and the reluctant. Passionate about her calling as an educator, she is an affirming teacher whose self-proclaimed goal, and she's shy too, is for students to have little epiphanies. A master of her craft, she is able to reach every student by making personal connections with them and letting them know she truly cares about them as individuals who have value. She has a true talent for understanding students and instructional best practice. Colleagues characterize her as professional, dedicated, caring, and approachable. Ms. Dickey is a gifted educator. Congratulations, Selena. Rose Fahey. Rose, a 6th grade special education teacher at Auburn Middle School, has been with Fauquier County Public Schools for a decade. She works closely with all of her students, providing encouragement, support, and kindness. She is flexible and fair, breaks down obstacles, and instills the desire to learn and succeed in every single student that crosses her doorway. Ms. Fahey requires responsibility and teaches students to work to their strengths and not to let anything get in the way of their success. She gets as excited as her students do when they are successful, and she loves to brag on their accomplishments. She creates an atmosphere of support and independence, holds her students to high expectations, and creates a feeling of accomplishment. She possesses a superhuman level of energy, and there is nothing she won't do for her students, her team, and her school. Congratulations, Rose. Susan Lynch. Susan is an instructional technology resource teacher, we call them ITRTs, at Smith and Bradley Elementary Schools. She has been with Fauquier County Public Schools for 21 years. Working in tandem with classroom teachers and their students, Ms. Lynch demonstrates lifelong learning and inspires teachers and students to learn new and different things. She has the unique opportunity of instructing both teachers and students. She has persuaded even the most resistant colleague to try novel approaches to instruction through technology. Ms. Lynch's heart is that of a teacher, so even though her direct contact with students may be limited, her mindset is squarely on effective delivery of instruction and how technology can enhance it. Her focus is always on the learner. She goes the extra mile to find projects, software, and programs to support each and every child. Her impact on education in Fauquier County will be seen for many years to come. Congratulations, Susan. Yeah, they're here. I think I got them. They're here. It's out of order, I guess. Kristen Myers. Kristen is a guidance counselor at Thompson Elementary. She has been with Fauquier County Public Schools for 8 years. She guides students on social and emotional paths that allow them to be free to learn. She has a gift for listening and a keen ability to teach skills that students need to develop into independent problem solvers. A constant liaison between Thompson Elementary and the community, she was instrumental in initiating a weekend meal program for students who may not have consistent meals on non-school days. Last year, she organized the Multicultural Night. It was a grand event, bringing a record crowd of community families who were given an opportunity to share their native country's traditional dress, food, and music in one place. She often works quietly, behind the scenes, with parents and staff members to ensure the best experience for every child. One student wrote the following: "Ms. Myers, you make my problems go away." Congratulations, Krista. Helen Olinger, third grade teacher at Pearson Elementary. She has been with Fauquier County Public Schools for 17 years. Helen never stops believing in her students and works tirelessly to ensure every child she teaches is the best at something. She constantly encourages her students and provides a multitude of differentiated lesson plans so that all of her students are able to learn in a manner that best suits them. She believes when children are allowed to take ownership of their work, they work harder and demonstrate success on a continual basis. Ms. Olinger stretches her young students' minds not only to find correct responses, but also to analyze their responses and share them openly with classmates. No student gives a wrong answer in her class. Rather, each answer is discussed in a positive manner. Ms. Olinger is an inspiration to her students and the faculty, and students willingly work hard to meet her very high standards. Congratulations, Helen. Diane Graves. She's not here. I will just tell you a little bit about Diane. She's a special education teacher at Cedarley Middle School, and she's been with Fauquier County Public Schools for 16 years. And she has demonstrated unparalleled dedication to the success of her students. Her school says that she is a motivator and a child advocate. She truly cares about the kids she teaches. She looks at the whole child and tries to help each one reach his or her highest potential. Let's give her a hand in her absence. Sydney Kelly. Sydney Kelly is a third grade teacher at Mary Walter Elementary School, and she has been with Fauquier County. Oh, look at that. She has been at Fauquier County Public Schools for 15 years. And she has a fan club right here if you all can't see her. She sets high expectations for her students and holds them to it. She maximizes instructional time like they're learning right now. Differentiates instruction, cares about her student, and creates community in her classroom, as you can see, all while having fun. Ms. Kelly is the teacher we want all our students to have. A seat in her class is a gift that benefits a child for life. She is able to create complex concepts using strategies just short of a game show featuring the latest special effects. Connecting education with real life, she has no limits for any of her students. She creates community in her class so that students not only feel comfortable trying new things, but they automatically lift up their classmates and encourage each other. One student's success is the entire class's celebration. Imagine kids wanting to learn, eager to learn, and loving to learn. That is what you will find in Miss Kelly's class. Congratulations, Sydney. Linda Koval from Liberty High School. Is Linda here? Oh, there she is. Hi, Linda. Linda is an algebra and geometry teacher at Liberty High School, has been with Fauquier County Public Schools 7 years. She has the ability to relate well to diverse students and motivate them to excel. She pushes students in a non-confrontational manner and is relentless in her efforts. She embraces the needs of students and encourages them to pursue their goals. A recent Liberty graduate wrote that Ms. Koval was, quote, directly responsible for turning his entire education around. And I use this letter quite a bit for you. During this freshman year, working with him after school and challenging him, he said, "She didn't let me slack off. She asked me questions about the problems I was doing, made me try to figure out the mistakes I was doing, and reviewed with me. No other teacher had ever made me do this before. Ms. Koval expected me to work hard and learn. She pushed and challenged me. I carried this work ethic and new mentality to all my new classes. Since then, because of her, I have never received anything less than a B in my class." Ms. Koval's willingness to help students is truly an inspiration to all of us. Congratulations, Linda.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Kristen Verkamen. Kristen is a second-grade teacher at Greenville Elementary School and has been with Fauquier County Public Schools for 8 years. Students love being in her class and all the activities she brings to them. Her classroom is an interactive learning environment, and observers see all children happily engaged in active learning all day long. Ms. Verkamen is an excellent organizer. She has a notebook with data sections for every single student. She readily shows charts of reading growth and explains how she's putting benchmark scores and other data to use regularly in planning instruction. Ms. Verkamen combines thinking skills with content throughout the children's school day. Students respond to reading selections through a variety of response strategies, rotate through daily language activities, putting their own level of vocabulary and word work to use. By the time Ms. Verkamen assesses skills, all students have had what was needed to achieve mastery. She has a history of very high SOL scores, and she loves her children too. Ms. Verkamen succeeds at making the facts and the world come alive for all of her children. Congratulations, Kristen. And last but certainly not least, Matt Yonke from Kettle Run High School. Matt Yonke has been with Fauquier County Public Schools for 5 years. He instills in his students a desire to reach superior achievement, and he leads by example, expecting no less from his students than he is willing to offer himself. The achievement bar has been set high since Kettle Run opened its doors in 2008, as the Cougar Band program is one of only 3 Virginia high schools to earn the Virginia Band and Orchestra Directors Association District 9 Honor Band status throughout their first 4 years of existence. This has been accomplished through the guidance and directorship of Mr. Yonke, who has done a superb job of encouraging students to hone individual talents while improving them as a group as well. Mr. Yonke treats students respectfully and always encourages their best work, thereby fostering their self-esteem. The Kettle Run High School Band program is earning a top-notch reputation at the state level thanks to this educator. Mr. Yonke's success with students come from the day Kettle Run first opened its doors. Congratulations, Matt. When you hear anyone across the nation talk about stellar teachers and teachers who make a difference, this group represents all of that. Let's give all of them a wonderful round of applause. They are stellar. The Post does what we think is a very terrible thing. They pick just one of these people to represent Fauquier County Schools. One of these people will have to be picked to represent us, and that name will be announced in April. But thank you to all of you for what you do each and every day. And now, Ms. Janice Bourne, Mr. Frank Finn, and Dr. Eileen Burgwin will present our next awards on our program.
Good evening. Our next recognition is for National Board Certification. Before we bring up our honorees, I'd like to just give a little bit of background. National Board Certification is a demonstration of teaching practice as measured against rigorous standards. It is a symbol of commitment to excellence in teaching. Candidates for National Board Certification participate in a two-part assessment developed by National Board for Professional Teaching Standards. The Assessment Center exercises are organized around challenging teaching issues and provide an opportunity for candidates to demonstrate knowledge, skills, and abilities in situations across age ranges and in their specific content area. Many previous candidates regard the certification process as the most rewarding professional development activity that they have undertaken. Our first honoree I'd like to ask to join us up front is Ms. Stacy Babish. Do we have Ms. Babish here tonight? Okay. Well, we're going to honor her in her absence. It is our pleasure to honor Ms. Babish, who became a nationally board-certified teacher in literacy, reading and language arts, early and middle childhood. Ms. Babish is currently a reading specialist at Greenville Elementary School, where she has taught since 2008. She chose to pursue her national board certification because she wanted the challenge, and she knew the process would help develop her teaching skills. Please join me in honoring Ms. Babish. Our second honoree, I do not believe is here with us tonight, but I'm just going to double check to see Ms. Ann Meyer. Okay. Although she's not able to join us this evening, we want to extend her congratulations for becoming a nationally board certified teacher in mathematics, adolescent and young adulthood. Ms. Myers began teaching at Fauquier High School nearly 30 years ago, and she said she always prefers professional development options that are pertinent to her teaching. She would advise others considering national board certification to be sure they have the commitment and energy, because it's nothing that can be done half-heartedly. Please join me in honoring Ms. Myers. Our third honoree is Ms. Pat Baker. Is she here this evening? Ah, there she is. Okay. Pat Baker is a gifted and talented teacher at Mary Walter Elementary, and she has renewed her national certification as a middle childhood generalist. Ms. Baker said, "Once you achieve national board status and understand the core propositions and standards associated with your area, you want to make sure that you continue to be the best you can be." Ms. Baker was the first Fauquier County Public Schools teacher to complete national board certification renewal process, extending the certification she received in 2003. And when she was the first ever Fauquier County Public School teacher to receive national certification. It is with great honor that we recognize Ms. Baker for her accomplishments this evening.
We'd like to recognize tonight the Recreation Professional of the Year. Will Miss Donna Wilbur join us at the front? Is she here tonight? Come on up. Well, Donna Wilbur, physical education teacher at P.B. Smith Elementary School, was named the 2012 Recreation Professional of the Year by the Virginia Association of Health, Physical Education, Recreation, and Dance. Sports and recreation have provided a framework for Ms. Wilbur's life since high school and college, where she competed in swimming. Ms. Wilbur has spent 2 decades in teaching, coaching, and promoting recreational activities. For the past 15 years, Ms. Wilbur has taught physical education at P.B. Smith Elementary School. Ms. Wilbur has initiated many programs to grab the interest of students as well as staff. Ms. Wilbur stated that I believe it is our job as PE teachers to encourage our students to be active throughout their lives. One of Ms. Wilbur's co-workers praised her for her skillful, attentive, and encouraging teaching, and said that she goes above and beyond to help students, parents, and teachers to live healthy lifestyles. Ms. Wilbur was selected for this award in recognition of her outstanding experience as a recreational programming educator and for offering creative, innovative, safe, and effective courses based on the developmental, social, and psychological needs of her students. Ms. Wilbur was pleased to be recognized for her lifelong focus on fitness through this award. Please join me in congratulating Ms. Wilbur for this award. I left out one thing. And I would like to add, I left out one thing that's very important. She went on to win the Southern District at the national level, which includes 13 states from Texas to Virginia. Thank you. Good evening. Could I have Brooke Spencer come forward, please? Brooke's here? There she comes. She's coming. Cedar Lee Middle School reading specialist Brooke Spencer was named Reading Teacher of the Year by the Greater Washington Reading Council. Selected as the council's most outstanding teacher of literacy, she received an award at the council's conference and will be considered for the Alfie T. Rubin Reading Teacher of the Year Award at the Virginia State Reading Association. Ms. Spencer firmly believes it is the teacher, not the latest reading program, that makes the difference for struggling readers. To encourage her students' interest in reading, Ms. Spencer looks for literature and material that will instantly grab their attention. Ms. Spencer said, "Give me good literature that my students will connect with, and I can make a difference for struggling readers. My job is to instill an appreciation, if not a love, for reading and literature." Ms. Spencer received her National Board certification in 2005 and has been an adjunct professor at Florida Southern College and a professional development presenter in Florida as well as Virginia in Fauquier County and at Shenandoah University. Ms. Spencer is thrilled when her students enjoy a book. She says she enjoys taking the journey of choosing the right book and reading through it with her students. It is our honor this evening to recognize Ms. Brooks Spencer as the Greater Washington Reading Council's Teacher of the Year. Congratulations. Is Ms. Molly Rogers in the audience? There's Molly. Molly is our National Merit Commended Student this year. The National Merit Scholarship Program is an academic competition for recognition and scholarships that began in 1955. High school students enter the National Merit Program by taking the preliminary SAT National Merit Scholarship Qualifying Test, which serves as an initial screen of approximately 1.5 million entrants each year. Of that 1.5 million entrants, some 50,000 with the highest scores in critical reading and mathematics and writing skills scores qualify for recognition in the National Merit Scholarship Program. In September, these high scorers are notified through their schools that they have qualified either as a commended student or as a semifinalist. Molly Rogers, a senior at Kettle High School, has been named a commended student for the 2013 National Merit Scholarship Program. She placed among the top 5% who entered the competition. It is with great pleasure that we recognize Molly Rogers as a National Merit Commended Student. Congratulations. Will the AP scholars please come forward and join me up front? And Molly stays here. The AP program offers AP Scholar Awards to recognize high school students who have demonstrated college-level achievement through AP courses and exams. Only 18% of more than 1.8 million students worldwide who took AP exams performed at a sufficiently high level to earn an AP Scholar Award. Jordan Evans, Mary McCullough, Riley Miller, Amy Wiedenfeld, Justina Wiersham, Rebecca Haldy, Nathaniel Jewell, Kristen Morris, Molly Rogers, Joel Carver, Katherine Johnson, Ashley Lloyd, Luke Morrison, Olivia Outson, Emma Patterson, Benjamin Taylor, Taylor Welch, and Elizabeth Wood earned the AP Scholar with Distinction Award. Many of those students are now college students and aren't here tonight, but we still wanted to recognize their achievement. The AP Scholar with Distinction Award is realized by earning an average grade of at least 3.5 on all AP exams taken and scores of 3 or higher on 5 or more of these exams. Several students were unable to join us this evening, but it is our pleasure to have the students here who could attend so that we can recognize them for their outstanding achievement. Congratulations to all of you.
Let's give those students another round of applause. They do it very well. Top 18% worldwide is pretty good. That's pretty good. Fauquier County has a rich tradition of supporting learning in the arts, and our last 2 awards are in the area of the arts. If Natalie Smith is here, we'd like her to come forward. Is she here? She is. A student on the Fauquier High School newspaper, The Falconer, asked her friend, Fauquier High School junior Natalie Smith, to draw a picture to accompany her story in the paper. Natalie's cartoon drawing, called Character Hipsticks of the Ironic Masses, was submitted by teacher Marie Miller to the Columbia Scholastic Press Association for evaluation for the Gold Circle Awards program. Over 10,000 entries from college and high school newspapers throughout the country were submitted for evaluation. And Natalie's drawing was awarded first place. And Natalie said, after all of that, it was really fun to draw it and see it published. Natalie is also a member of the National Honor Society and French Club and has a 4.25 GPA. She has been in various art shows since she was in elementary school and received honorable mention in the World Environment Art Challenge. It is a pleasure this evening to recognize this very talented student. Congratulations, Natalie. Our final award has become a normal thing for us. The band director, Matt Yonke, and members of the Kettle Run High School Band, please come forward. The Kettle Run High School Band has earned the distinction of Virginia Honor Band for the 5th consecutive year. Under the guidance and direction of band director Matt Yonke, one of our Agnes Meyer nominees, the Kettle Run High School Band earned the distinction of Virginia Honor Band at the Virginia Band and Orchestra Directors Association District Concert Assessment held at Millbrook High School. The Kettle Run High School Wind Ensemble earned a superior rating at the event, and the Cougar Marching Band earned a superior rating at the State Marching Festival in October of 2012. Virginia Honor Band is the highest honor that this organization bestows upon bands, and Kettle Run High School is one of only 3 schools in the Commonwealth that have held the status of Virginia Honor Band since opening. It is the schools and the staff's pleasure, school boards and staff's pleasure to recognize the band director, Matt Yonke, and the Kettle Run High School Band for this honorable distinction this evening. Once again. And ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our awards tonight for recognitions, and thank you for being here. Please feel free to stay for the school board meeting. It's so exciting. But thank you so much for coming. Is that it? Is that it? Okay.
Okay. Oh, wait a minute. We're not ready.